Hey, what is up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about the brand new update and something that's just been added over the last 24 hours in Disney Mirrorverse, and something which is very game changing. It has its positives but it also has its negatives. I'm not sure how I think about it overall, and that is Guardians power updates. Now if you go over to your Guardians, you can see the total power for each of your Guardians have been increased a lot. So if we go over to someone like Maui, you can see he has much more total power. Also, he has his attributes are higher, so he has more health, he has more shield, more damage. All of it's been boosted up, and we're just going to discuss it. We're going to first go over the actual update and what's happened. So the following updates have been made in the way in which Guardians rank and star ratings affect power. So basically what's been added is increasing a Guardian's rank will now provide aptitude boosts. So that's boost to each Guardian's stats. Star rating and astral rating attribute bonuses have been updated. So flat attribute bonuses were added to each star rating from 1 star to 5 star. Higher increases have been made to boost from astral rating 5 to 10. So obviously if you get astral rating characters, they're going to be boosted much higher from 5 to 10. And also from 1 star to 5 star. So if you have a 1 star Guardian at rank 5, let's say, if you have them as a 5 star, they'll be much higher in stats and attributes. As a result, players will now see an increase in their Guardian stats related to these changes. This change is retroactive and will apply regardless of when a player ranked up these Guardians, so all your Guardians will just apply these bonus stats. This change will help early progression by increasing power earlier for Guardians, and will also benefit long-term progression for Guardians with a higher astral rating. So basically what this means is it will help out earlier players who are trying to progress in their game, so it will just help them clear content, and it will also just give a bigger meaning to have Astral Guardian. So if you have an Astral 1 Guardian, you're just going to get increased attribute stats, more attack, more health. So overall, you would think it's good, but there is a big issue with this, and that is it makes the game so much easier. Now a big issue is if you go over to your actual profile and you see our highest team power, mine is 9,300. Before this came into effect, my highest team power for all my top Guardians, my top 3, was 7,700. So let's just say we go over to Expert 5. I haven't done it because I'll tell you why in a minute. So you can see here, if we click this and we check the recommended team power, the recommended power is 7,500. Now yesterday, these 3 Guardians here equal to 7,700, so I was just above the recommended power by 200. So for me, I'll be like, okay, I can just do this. Now my total team power is 9,300, so it just makes it so much easier. All my Guardians have been boosted, they have more stats, they have more health and attack. I can do this so easily. This is not a good thing. For me anyway, as a player, there's not much content in the game as of now, and be able to just go through all this content I've been wanting just to slowly go through, we don't have that anymore. Everything's just so much easier, and it's just a bad thing in terms of we're at the current stage of the game where there's no content. All you do is you log in and farm. So this is the only type of content I can actually do. Every now and then that is challenging, but now it's not challenging because all my stats have been boosted out of nowhere. I can do this simply. I could go through the whole of Expert on Chapter 5, Chapter 6, Chapter 7 with my top Guardians now because they've been boosted. This is not a good thing for all players, to be honest. For new players as well, who have started playing the game a couple of weeks ago and they're starting to rank up their Guardians. They're doing something like normal Chapter 7, Chapter 8, and they're struggling to do it. It helps them with stopping roadblocks and being able to do it, but at the same time, it's just going to make them lose interest in the game because everything's so much easier. Everything, you could just do it in the click of your fingers. You can do all the content you want to do up to a certain level. Everything unlocks, you get more rewards, you get more of everything. Everything just becomes so much easier, so people are not going to invest as much time into the game because they've done most of the stuff they wanted to do. This is not good. So overall, I'm not happy with it as a whole. It does mean probably that we'll be getting some more content coming out very soon. We've got Rift Rays coming out. But as a whole, Kabam have kind of just forgotten about all of the content out at the moment. Just made it so much easier. And to make content more easier at this current stage of the game is not a good idea when there's hardly any content. There's no challenging content left to do. So to just boost everybody's Guardians and make it so much easier to do everything, I'm not impressed, let's say. I'm not happy with it overall. I can see why they probably did it, to benefit when players get astral characters and more content coming out of Rift Raids. It might be a very hard Rift Raid, so it's going to require much higher Guardians. But overall, it just makes so much of this content easier, such as supply runs. I struggled to do like the last one on 3.4 to 3.5. I could do this now quite simply. I could do it. You might think that's a good thing, but it's not. It's challenging. You want a challenge in a mobile game. You want a challenge in a PvP game. And to have this right now, I can just instantly freestart all of this and I'll just be able to farm it. And it's not sustainable for a free-to-play game just to do this. So I could just freestart this and just grind out these motes every single day. Tons more. I can get my Guardians higher. There's no challenge to it. So overall, there is its positives, but overall there's lots of negatives just to do it out of nowhere when currently there's no content out. It wouldn't make more sense if they actually did this after the release of something like Rift Raids, when more content is out, but we're kind of like a couple weeks out from Rift Raids. So just doing this now, when there's a couple of weeks of doing nothing, you can just grind out all the content and all you will have left to do is Rift Raids. That's it. All you log in to do is farm motes and then do Rift Raids. For all players, you're just going to easily do all content that's in the game right now. So yeah, that is it for today's video. I want to know your thoughts down below of the changes, what you think of it. So if you did like the video, please leave a like and subscribe for more. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.